Today, I want to talk a little bit about the new Tesla software update. This is kind of the Christmas, it's kind of a tradition at Tesla that every time when the winter holidays are coming, Tesla release a new update. And it's a little bit of chaos today with this new update because I saw so many questions and so many people that are kind of complaining or they are kind of worried that the car is broke or after the update something happened. And I'm here to explain you about this new software update, and I want to explain you every single feature that they bring and how these features work. So at the end of this video you will know kind of everything about this new software update. Now, first of all, let's go on the screen right here because I want to take you through the information of the software update. So it is 2023 4430, and actually it is another one with minor fixes that fix this one here, and it is 30.4. So let me take you through. First of all, the most important and the most controversial of all is this Park Assist upgrade that shows you kind of a three-dimensional way of objects around the car, buildings, objects, cars, people, and even the paint on the ground. It looks a little bit different. At first look, you will think like something is broke or something is not working properly or it's something wrong with your cameras around the car or sensors, but it's not. It's designed to be like that. It's a high fidelity 3D representation of the world around your vehicle. It looks a little bit different and strange, and sometimes the car can look like little rats or something like that. Anyway, sometimes look different and strange, but in most of the cases I test it a little bit today, and I try to park the car in different areas, in different parking lots, and I have my car here in the parking underground, and I have the opportunity to test all those stuff, and it was working fine. I'm surprised to see that in some condition and some circumstances you can see really clear and even better than before what it is around the car, and you can make an idea what it is around and how the object look. And it is, I should say, around 10% to 15% better than the previous graphic and representation of the objects around the car. So from my point of view, you don't have to worry. It is what it is. For those of you that working in IT and working with those graphic, you will understand that much more faster and easier. With time, you can get used with it. It's not more like before where you see these classic lines. This time you have to just orientate around them. And even Tesla down here, it says like, note that parking assist is for guidance purpose only and is not a substitute for an alert driver. Remain attentive and avoid obstacle as required. So always pay attention around the car and don't trust those parking assist. But yeah, it is a little bit better from my point of view. Now, this was the most controversial, so you don't have to worry about it. The next one, and it's very important, at least for those of you that are in love with Postcast, we have new Apple Postcast, and from now on, you can here you can listen Apple Postcast, and where you find this one, it's right here. If you press those dots, you will see that you will have Apple Postcast right here, and it's very simple. You just have to open it and then just go to the yeah, let me try one more time. You just open it and then you just scan this QR code with your iPhone, and then you have all the postcast and all the information right there on the screen from your phone. So this is super useful for those of you that are traveling a lot and listen podcast in the car. And from me, in the last period, I also listen some podcast on Spotify, so those are super useful. The next one, it's a game. I'm not a big fan of games, but for those of you that are into games, you have a new game. Then you have this update on the Tesla Arcade updates, not super important. Then the next one, it's one of the most fun from my point of view, and it's really cool. I mean, it was quite excited for me at least. We have custom lock song, so that means every time you lock the car or unlock, you will hear a sound, and you can change this sound if you go to Toybox, boombox, and I will show you in a second. If you can even create one in your computer if you use this name right here, an extension, but have to be under 1 MB, and you can put it on your USB flash drive. And let me show you how it works. So all you have to do is just go down here to the Toybox, and now in the Toybox you have those new information right here, like the boombox. And the great part, it is like that. As long, yeah, let me go outside a little bit to open the light, to turn on the light. And I want to show you how this is working really cool. So we have this option. I open the doors right now so you can hear it a little bit better. Play current media. For example, it's Grant Cardone, for those of you that know it. Right now, this is a podcast that I hear sometimes. And if you play this current media, because the car outside have a speaker, you can play music for people around the car, but only when the car is parking. So it's not working when you're driving the car. So check this out. Ha, when I close the door, it's not working because the car, it will think that I'm gone. So let me...
Go there now and hit the subscribe.
Check this out.
My entire life, people have been telling me
Because it's a speaker down here,
is a bad thing.
it's a speaker around here.
Compulsive, obsessive, never satisfied, out of balance, tyrannical.
How cool is that?
Even impossible.
The great part is that you can play even music. You can choose wherever music you want, and you can see under the car some notes, musical notes. But the cool part is that every time you change the music or whatever you listen, I can play music because of the copyright. Or maybe if I go to library, maybe if I have something, art list, yes, art list. Let's see here. No, I don't have nothing. But you can play music, you can play wherever you want to play. Every song you play, it will play outside. And the podcast, it's okay. I can play it without any problem. So that's the cool part, right?
I've had more people tell me I need to take a vacation than I even want to take a vacation. Look, the reality is that no matter how much I
How cool is that?
squelch or control the obsession I've had with success.
Okay, let me show you the next one. If you go back to the Toybox,
being where I am today. My obsession.
and now you can hear inside. Now this is cool. Now the second one that I find it super interesting is the megaphone. That is something like police have, or the health care cars. Hey guys, police. Hey, close the door. I'm Tesla. Boy, go away from the car. So you understand the point. Because we have microphones up here, you can hear, the people can hear outside wherever you speak inside the car. So this is really interesting, right? Let me turn on the lights outside because it's a sensor right here that always close. But I'm here in underground parking because I want to show you more stuff. So how cool are those stuff? And they are in Europe. Now you can use it also in Europe, not only in USA. Now the lock sound that they bring it right now, we have a few sounds that you can play when you lock the car. For example, you can choose one from USB, you can create one for yourself and you can use it, or you can use those randoms that they already have here. So let me show you. For example, this one will play outside as well, or prison doors. You can go outside a little bit now to hear it a little bit better, but there are a few of them that you can play it here. You can go in the front. They are quite fine. The great part is that you can create one for yourself. Now, anyway, you can choose one of them. You can put it on random, or yeah, you have also jingle. For example, now it's the Christmas and stuff like that. You can use those jingle stuff when the car will lock, charge up. Even the fart you can use, but anyway, or you can just close it. And the second one is the horn sound. That's also very cool. In USA was before, so you can use it as a horn. Every time you horn, you you hear some interesting sounds. So it's really cool. I mean, it's great that you can use all those. Yeah, wait a second, let me go back to where I was. Where was that? Oh, come on, man. Let me go back here to the toy box. Customize the color. Where were I? Oh, man. I think they should be around here. I lost them. Colorize lights. Ah, boombox. Boombox is the first one right now. And then from here, the same. You choose wherever horn you like. In USA was this option before, if I remember well. Now the next one, let me go back here and let me talk about the next one. The next one was the speed camera on your route. This is also very important because from my point of view, in many countries you have the speed camera. I'm not sure if this is working everywhere in the world, but it's great that on your route, when you set the navigation system, you will see this information with the speed cameras. I didn't test it yet. I tried to add navigation, a route, but it didn't appear any speed camera. I will use this and I will update you in the future, but great feature. That will be super fun to see it. The same like Waze look also here. Then we have the trip planner on mobile app. This is something that I can definitely show you right now. So if I go in my app, let me close the door because it's kind of cold. If you go in the app, if you go to the location right here, you can set a destination. Let's say I want to go in Bern, Switzerland, and then we have around 1000 and something kilometer. You can see you already have the route here, and my internet is not working so well here in the underground parking. I have to set it one more time. A little bit earlier was working quite fine, but let's see the internet. Yeah, you see now the route is here. The great part is that you can see the same information as you saw it, see it also on the car navigation, and you can see the times, you can see where you have to stop, and you can also edit trip. This is the new part. You can add different new stops. So if you want to stop in other country, in other city, you can add a new stop here. And this is also super useful because you can manage to do your trip from home, and then you just send it to the car. You just press down here and then you just send it to the car, and then will be sent to the car. And you can see right now live the car will calculate and take you through the place where you choose to go. So this is also cool. Now the next one, it is the alternative route while driving, and this is super cool because let me show you. For example, if you choose a destination, let's say you want to go here, right? Or let me choose something more farther away. If you want to go here, and now the internet is not that good down here. The great part is that you can choose from different routes, and it shows you the fastest routes, the shortest routes, and it gives you also some tips. If you have premium connectivity and traffic on the car, it gives you some routes that you can choose differently in order to save some time. So that's really cool, the fact that you can now choose a different route also while driving. In the same time when you drive, you can choose that if the car find a better route for you. Now let's go to the next one. The next one is the camera in live mode view. This feature is super cool for those of you that have it in your country. You have to have the latest Tesla app update, so check out on your phone as well. And from now on, the car will show you also the left and right pillar cameras, and this is a super useful stuff, and I use it sometimes to be sure that it's nothing around the car in some areas, in some situation. It's phenomenal because you can see every single angle of your car or wherever happened around the car, and from my point of view it's a great update. The next one is automatic blind spot camera. So you can see right here in the image the fact that every time you will turn the signals on the highway and the car is in a blind spot, you can see it right there, and you can see this red area right here that it's much more prominent in your eyes, so you can see it a little bit better, even though if you look at the road with your peripheral view you will see this red light, I should say. So really cool feature as well. Then you have the light show. We have a new song in the light show, so you can use it, and also you can schedule the show for 10 minutes before and stuff like that. So a new song on the light show. Then what I find it interesting and I didn't see on any other reviewers, and really important to point out that, and I think from the safety point of view it's very important and it's very good, but it's not good because it will be super annoying when you're driving at long trips. The thing is that Tesla in the last days, I see that it has some problem with autopilot, and USA, if I'm not wrong, they call some cars back for the safety and stuff like that, and then they add an extra safety feature, and that means for the maximum safety and accountability, use the autopilot feature will be suspended if inappropriate usage is detected. What mean that? That means that every time you're driving on the highway or you're driving on autopilot, if the car will see that it warn you and you do nothing for 5 times, it will suspend the right to use autopilot, right? It will disengage automatically. And the bad part is that autopilot feature can only be removed per this suspension method, and they will be unable for approximately 1 week. So what the flick flack is that? I mean, 1 week you are not able to use autopilot if you will have 5 warnings, and this is not so fun. I will definitely try that in the future. I don't want to be suspended for 1 week, but still it's just it's kind of too much. I'm really interested to test this in a future video and in the next days. And then you have some minor updates like Tidal, Music, Spotify. Then you have some controllers with search. Then you have also the preconditioned battery before you go to DC charging stations that are not supercharger station. And then when searching for the vehicle in the map charging location, you will see also with free lightning bolts the location over 7 kilowatt and 1 lightning bolt the location with under 70 kilowatt or less. So guys, I guess that was all. I guess you get some useful information from this video. I hope the video was useful. If you have questions, ask me down below. If you have some feedbacks or information that you want to add to this video, I wait you with pleasure. Yeah, that was all. If you like it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching my videos. Stay safe, stay close, and we see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.